right in front of Northerly Lodge for the last. Red light stands out. Often they're racing. Agassi, the last of them to go. Classic Impact and dug another hole with the first of them to leave over Chantel. War Gem up there. Keep Attacking also is there. Awesome Chatter rather is prominently placed up, running about fifth on settling down. A length and a half away behind them to Dennis Chew as they go to the 1100 from Agassi. Now Pike's getting back in the field on Toretto. Only had a couple behind him as they go down the riverside of the course, and there included the Spruker and Fortune's Luck, but dug another hole, leading the way as they go along by the 950 here in the last. A length and a half clear of Classic Impact. Over on the outside, travelling up there is Awesome Chatter. Now sits up there third, just covering a bit of extra ground though from Chantel in the middle, as well as War Gem. A length away behind them, Dennis Chew and Agassi down near the rail next to Toretto, still well off those. So is the Spruker for that matter. So a couple of the fancies, about 5 and 6 lengths respectively here from the leader, dug another hole, and Fortune's Luck back with those near the rail. 450 to go, dug another hole, will bring them for the judge, a length and a half. Clear of Chantel coming away from the rail. Over on the outside to Classic Impact, out near the middle of the course, War Gem, and here is Toretto starting its run. Further back, Dennis Chew, the Spruker's under pressure, dug another hole, responding at the 175. Dug another hole by 3, Toretto, taking a day to get there, dug another hole, showing no signs of stopping. Dug another hole, Toretto coming late, but dug another hole's going to fall in. Dug another hole, as one from Toretto and Dennis Chew. Chantel ran fourth. In behind them, the Spruker. Never really travelled into it that well. The favourite from Fortune's Luck, Agassi. Further back, Classic Impact, War Gem, and last to arrive, Awesome Chatter. In 130.68. Dug another hole. Brad Parnham does it all of the way to take out the final event for the day, despite the significant betting drift and the money for Toretto. It was dug another hole under the 60 kilos that gave plenty to hold on. From Toretto, who has got within a half a length. Dennis Chew finishes third, Chantel fourth, and the Spruker, well, it was back there. It never really tracked into the race all that well. The 290 favourite, and has been beaten well out of the money. Half a length of the margins. The winner is a universal ruler gelding from Promiscuous Miss for Geisel Park and Dion Luciani, trained by Neville Parnham and ridden by Brad Parnham. Home in 35.18 to the last on the card. The runner-up, Toretto by Toronado from Joyano. Grant and Delana Williams with Willie Pike aboard. And in third placing, number 5, Dennis Chew by Jimmy Chew from Nimbletoes. Clint Johnston Porter for trainer Dave Harrison. To the last event of the day. 2, 4, 5 and 7 rounding it out this afternoon from Ascot, the first of the 2 meetings over this Easter long weekend. Tomorrow a significant day, of course, with the running of the Derby. Let's in the meantime take you back to Lockie Taylor, who's covered all the action from down in the winners' enclosure, and it was all the way for Dug Another Hole, which falls in the last on the card.
Thanks, Darren. Great calling here this afternoon. Dug Another Hole leads all the way. Very well tipped by our man, Scotty Embry. He thought that he'd be on speed, and in the end, he found the front relatively uncontested. And when you leave Bradley Parnham out in front alone with an outsider to his outside, he is always going to be awfully hard to run down, and that's exactly what Dug Another Hole and Bradley Parnham did. As winning trainer Neville Parnham joins me now. Neville, congratulations on the win. Dug Another Hole. He's been such an honest horse this time in.
Yeah, he's done a terrific job. He took a few runs to sort of find his best, and once he broke through, he's maintained that form all the way through and stepped up in class, and yeah, he's done really well.
Today, he stretched out to 1,500 metres. What did you make of the way he ran out that trip, and what do you think his best trip is moving forward?
Look, I think around 14 to a mile, you know, but a mile might stretch him, but he's, you know, Brad rides him well, and he does allow him to sort of be himself and lets him free stride. So, you know, they get on well together, and hopefully there's more wins in store.
He continues to race so consistently. How's he handling things from behind the scenes?
Oh, yeah, he's easy to deal with. Actually, Dion did all the work on the horse in early days, and he gave it a good rap to me. and Eddie said, oh, I want to give a nice one to Neville. So he said, I think this is all right. And he finished up giving Dion a share in it, so for a favour. But, the horse has been really good. Yeah.
How have you enjoyed your Good Friday racing this afternoon?
Yeah, it's been really good. It's a good crowd on course, and I think everyone's enjoyed themselves and been good racing. So hopefully a few of them come back tomorrow.
For the punters on course, can you tip them into a winner tomorrow?
Look, I really like my 2-year-old. I think he's a pretty nice horse. I'm a little bit concerned with the 1,000 metres, but he's probably come forward a fair bit, so hopefully he can run well.
Well done here.
Thank you.
There's Neville Parnham, that 2-year-old being statewide tomorrow punters in the second of the day. But here's Bradley Parnham catching up with Scotty.
3 for Lucy, 2 for Bradley. He rounds it out with Dug Another Hole. How good's Doug going?
He's going really good. I think I've had quite a few wins on him this prep, and I don't think he's ever run a bad race for me. So he's ultra consistent. He only just went down the other day carrying a big weight, so I wasn't too worried about the weight he had to carry today. And he toughed it out, and it was a good effort.
It's 4 in the preparation, from a maiden to a 60 plus all the way through. So he's still improving, and he seems like he's thriving on racing.
Yeah, he does. He's a bit of a tough character. Like, I think the more I let him roll along and ask him for an effort, the more he gives. He's not the type of horse you ride cute, I don't think. So that's his best asset. And look, he's done a good job this prep. So anything from here is just a bonus.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Brad Parnham combining with his father Neville and Dug Another Hole to take out the last of the day. Very well tipped by Scotty in the last, $6.50, and led them all the way to take out the Morley Growers Market Handicap. And that rounds out a really fun day of racing, Scotty, in terms of the horse flesh. Perhaps not the strongest racing we have here in the West, but a great atmosphere, and Good Friday racing continues to just thrive here in WA.
And we've probably seen some nice maiden winners here today, Lockie. We've seen Hyder Guay in the 1,000-metre maiden. She looks like a filly with a lot of natural jump run ability, but then Exceed the Planet. That was the win of the day. It was only a 1,200-metre maiden, but he's a 3-year-old with huge upside. He already had that minor placing to West Star, who's quokka bound, the minor placing on 2 occasions, sitting just behind September Born. Such a big boom on him as well. So he can definitely make his way through on a little winning spree, I would think. Exactly
right. He's certainly the one we need to be keeping an eye out for in the upcoming weeks and months as we progress towards our Winter Carnival for the 3-year-olds. But it's been a really fun day of racing here at Ascot. We'll be back tomorrow for the WATC Derby meeting. Tune in then. We'll see you then.